Daniel Green's mother, Elizabeth, sits in a neat, modest trailer in Robeson County, praying her son will eventually be released from prison. She's been waiting for 28 years. She's in her 60s now and looks weary from grief and worry.
The same thing that goes through my mind every day. This is not a one day. This is every day of my life.
For Elizabeth, more than one life was lost in the summer of 1993. While the Jordan family mourned for their father, she wept for her son. She was there the day investigators came to talk to Daniel about stolen car parts, the beginning of the nightmare for the Green family.
Well, the 7th episode of the podcast Follow the Truth is out today. In this episode, WRAL's Amanda Lamb shares part of Daniel Green's story that many people may not know. Green, who was convicted of killing Michael Jordan's father, maintains his innocence. Amanda spoke with WRAL's Adam Owens about this new episode.
To get started, Amanda, you were saying that this is your favorite episode. Why is that?
Absolutely. You know, I think because it's so personal, Adam, I don't think we realize when somebody is involved in a murder case, there really are multiple victims. It's like a ripple effect that goes out in concentric circles. You've got the victim's family, but you also have the defendant's family because they're losing someone too. So we had this opportunity to go down to Robeson County to talk to his mother, to talk to Daniel Green's mother, and also his sister, and then multiple nieces who he's amazingly very involved with. He calls from prison a lot, and he talks with his family almost every single day. They said it's almost like he's closer to them than if he were down the road. And that was pretty amazing to see.
It makes me feel that this episode is going to be and feel a lot different because people don't often hear that side of it. How is it different from what people have heard?
I don't think anybody's ever heard this side. In fact, Daniel's family, other than a few quick sound bites over the years, they've never sat down for an interview like this. And so I was humbled and appreciative to see this side. I mean, they talked about Daniel growing up was a bookworm. He was a nerd. He was really into school. He really cared about the world around him. He was a protector of his little sister, Ebony. There's one really powerful story. They lived in Philadelphia, and they were left by his father, who had a drug addiction, at that big love statue. You've probably seen it. It's a famous statue, for hours in the cold. And they were like, adolescents. And Daniel somehow figured out how to get bus money and how to get him and his sister home back to his mom. So you hear these really personal stories about Daniel, and it kind of sets the stage for why he was so shocked and surprised that he had been accused in this murder. And by the way, Michael Jordan was a huge hero for him. I mean, he grew up loving and watching Michael Jordan.
Another piece to all of this that I think is super interesting is that it's never ended for that family either. He's still, so they still deal with it. And then they talk about that. It's an ongoing thing even today for them.
It is. They, every single time this goes to court, they wait and hope that something's going to happen for Daniel and that he's going to be able to come home. The day he was taken into custody, his mother said, "I took a deep breath in, and I've been waiting to exhale for 28 years. And that's just, again, shows you that they are victims as well. They lost somebody as well. And they are the family of the guy convicted of killing Michael Jordan's father. So they've dealt with a lot of backlash. They've had to move over the years, had to move schools, things like that. And it's just been really tough for them. But they support him 100%, and they just keep hoping that something will happen for him legally and he'll be able to come home.
I think people who maybe will listen to this episode are going to be curious about behind the scenes a little bit. How do you approach a family like that who has been on the negative side of the public eye and get them to open up and talk to you about this kind of thing?
Sure. I mean, they were reticent. We had to talk through it. And of course, I had a relationship with Daniel already over the years, writing letters, interviewing him, talking to him on the phone. So they trusted me because of my relationship with Daniel. But it did take a while. I mean, in the beginning, they were a little bit closed off. It was hard to get them to talk. As a matter of fact, I didn't even know his mother mother, Elizabeth, was going to be willing to talk to me until I got there. She had had an aneurysm prior, many years ago. She had some health issues, but she said, no, I want to talk. And she has such a close relationship with her son, and he calls while we're doing the interview. So we get to hear that. We get to hear in the podcast, the family interacting with Daniel from prison.
Well, this is clearly a unique episode. So we want people to get out there and give it a listen. Thank you for your time.
Absolutely. Thanks.
Well, this continues to be a powerful and compelling look at that case. Now, the new episodes of Follow the Truth dropping every Thursday. The new one dropped today. You can find it wherever you get your podcasts.